Hey guys. Sorry for the lighting. It is later here. It's dark outside. But I really wanted to get a video made today. As you might be able to tell, I am a little bit sick. My nose is all stuffy. I'm not sure if it's from like allergies because it's finally getting warmer here in good old New England, or maybe it's a pregnancy symptom. I don't know. But anyways, my hair is like really bothering me. Anyways, I've been wanting to do the TTC tag for a while now, and I'm finally just gonna do it. I don't have a lot of energy to be creative right now, so I'm just gonna answer some questions. Sounds easy enough. Okay. How long have you been trying? If you don't know my story, I have PCOS. So we have never really prevented pregnancy at all. I knew I've had PCOS for a really long time. So my daughter is 18 months old right now, and we have not prevented since having her. And nothing's happened. So, but we have been actively trying on fertility medication since November. This is cycle number 4. How many kids do you have? We have one daughter. She's 18 months old. How old are you and hubby? I am 26 years old and hubby is 25. He'll be 26 in a few months. Fun fact, we graduated from the same high school the same exact year, and we were not dating, but we were really good friends. How long have you been married? 4 years this year. What are some crazy things you do to try to conceive or while trying to conceive? I don't really do anything crazy, I don't think. I think it might be a little bit worse this time than it was with Claudia. With Claudia, I was kind of naive to the whole craziness, maybe. I didn't realize that you could like symptom check as much as some people do. But I think I'm definitely looking for symptoms this time and comparing it a lot to Claudia's cycle that I got pregnant. But I don't really think I do anything that crazy. I mean, I pee on a stick sometimes, but definitely not as much as some people do. I don't think I really do anything that crazy. I mean, crazier than someone who's not on a specific TTC journey or having trouble getting pregnant, I guess, but I don't really think I do anything that crazy. Does your hubby know all about the trying to conceive cycle? I think he knows a decent amount. I think it would be hard not to, considering he, especially before Claudia, went to a lot of doctor's appointments with me while we were trying to get answers, and I think it's just, I talk about it a lot. I think he probably knows quite a bit. Have you been diagnosed with any kind of infertility? Yes. I have PCOS. If you don't know what that is, it's polycystic ovarian syndrome. You can Google it and look it up. And I am one of the so lucky people that has it linked with insulin resistance. What keeps you busy in the 2-week wait? This time around, the 2-week wait seems a little bit, maybe not easier, but it seems like it goes by quicker because I do have a toddler. I'm chasing after her. I'm trying to keep up with housework, and I do work from home in the evenings, so that takes up a majority of my time. In the evenings anyways. What day do you usually ovulate? I have PCOS, so I could not give you a specific date. Sorry about that. That was my computer. I ovulate when my OPK and temps say I ovulate. There's my answer. What sex are you hoping for? I don't think I'm hoping for specific sex, mostly because I can't make up my mind. I love shopping for a little girl. I always wanted boys growing up, and when I had a girl, I was like, I'm not gonna know what to do with her. But like, it's my hobby. Dressing Claudia is my hobby. I love shopping for her and dressing her. So selfishly, I want another girl because I'd like to get a second use out of all the clothes and all the money I've spent putting into her wardrobe. And I think it would be really cool for her to have a sister because hopefully we can conceive soon, and then they would be close in age. But at the same time, I would love to have one of each and possibly just be done. So, not that I want to be done having kids, but I know that as I'm getting into my late 20s, it's probably going to get harder and harder to do. So, I don't know if I want a boy or a girl. I guess it really doesn't matter either way. How many pregnancy books do you have? Just one. I have the Your Pregnancy Week by Week. It's like purple. I loved that book with Claudia. I still have it put away. And it was fun to like read each week, and there was like an exercise that you could be doing that was like the week appropriate, and it had a lot of good information in it. I liked that book, and I definitely will, even though it's not the newest edition, I'll definitely use it again if I get pregnant again. It was kind of a fun thing to like look forward to reading the new week. How many home pregnancy tests do you go through a cycle? If I happen to have cheapy strip tests, then probably several more than if I don't. If I don't have any cheapy strip tests that came with like OPKs, then I definitely don't waste pregnancy tests at all. Like if I didn't have a cheapy test, I would not be testing at 8 DPO or anywhere sooner than 10 DPO for that matter. Even a dollar store test, I would save until 10 DPO. But because like this cycle I do have some cheapy tests, I might cave and take one at 9 DPO. We'll see. I'm really trying to be good and just like hold out, but I don't know. We'll see how that happens. But I really don't take that many. I'm really not all about throwing money away. That's just my look on it. What have you bought for your baby pregnancy already? Well, being that this is our second, we pretty much have, you know, a majority of the things we're already going to need. I did show in my last consignment haul that we bought the infant insert for Ergo, some more pumping bottles, a manual breast pump. I bought a car seat already because I was able to get a good deal on that, and an extra base. So we did buy the car seat, the mirror. I think that's it really right now. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I don't know. We have started to buy some things, and next big thing on my list is I already know what double stroller I want, and it's just about finding one maybe on like Craigslist or on a yard sale site for a decent price, because it is double strollers, no matter which one you get, can be really pricey, but the one that I want happens to be kind of sort of very pricey. What themes, designs do you like for a nursery? I'm not really into themes. Like with Claudia, I didn't do an actual theme. We went with sort of a color palette. Somehow it ended up being like an owl theme, but I totally didn't mean for it to be an owl theme at all. But we went with like teal and hot pink and white. And I don't think we're doing a whole nursery this time. Especially not in this house. Maybe if we sell this house and move, I would. But by then the baby won't be a baby anymore. So we'll do like a toddler theme. I don't know. Do you plan to do pregnancy vlogs when you get pregnant? I do. I would really like to have those sort of memories to save this time around. I did keep a really great journal when I was pregnant with Claudia, and I've still gone back and read it sometimes. But I just think that this is going to be so much fun, and I almost regret not doing it for Claudia. what are your favorite moms or parents to watch on YouTube? I like Missy Lanning from Daily Bumps. I watch them a lot. One of my newer favorites that I just discovered is Maddie B, who she just had her son Jonathan. I like Hannah C. All Things Mothering is the name of her channel. And I really used to like Lucy Eads, but as many of you probably already know, they had to leave YouTube. Those are the ones I've been watching for like, a couple years now. How do you want your labor and birth plan to go? I would like it to go a lot different than Claudia's. And maybe I'll film like a whole birth video for Claudia, but basically I had a fluid scan. I'm always high risk when pregnant, and had a normal fluid scan, but they were not able to find literally hardly any fluid at all. So I was sent upstairs for an induction at 38 weeks and 6 days. Yep, 38 weeks and 6 days. And I had a 4-day induction. It was pretty awful. And by the 4th day, I had no sleep, very little to eat, and I was getting pretty lethargic. So they basically gave me the option of getting the epidural or possibly having to just go get a C-section because they didn't think that I was going to have the energy to deliver her. I opted to get the epidural. I really wish that I wouldn't have. But I did. And I mean, it is what it is. I got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and I was able to vaginally deliver her after only 30 minutes of pushing. It is what it is. I would really like to avoid an induction this time at all costs and let myself naturally go into labor. Sorry about my stuffy nose, by the way. I sound awful. My ears are all clogged too. I would really like to avoid induction this time. Obviously, if there's a health risk to the baby, then I will always do it, but I'm really hoping that this time around I get the chance to go into labor naturally. And not have an epidural, because I really hated every second of the epidural. And my back is just not the same between the vertebrae that they put the epidural in. I hated the feeling of my legs being numb. I hated all. I literally hated having an epidural. So I'm really hoping to avoid induction and avoid an epidural this time. And other than that, the rest of my birth plan, I'd really like to go the same. We did delayed cord clamping. That was great. Immediate skin to skin as soon as she came out. That was also great. She nursed within like 20 minutes to a half hour of coming out. And we did not do Hep B shot, and I still won't do that. What else? I'm trying to think of other things that were in our birth plan. I always had written that there was to be no use of forceps or vacuum, no episiotomy, and I mean, maybe I should have opened the birth plan so that I didn't know if that question was even on here. So I don't really remember what else was in our birth plan, but for the most part, all those sorts of things I'd like to be the same. But I would really like to avoid an induction and... Sorry, my light went off. Avoid an induction and avoid an epidural this time. And that is it for the questions. I tag anyone that hasn't done it yet because I am really enjoying watching these tags right now. It's a fun way to get to know our fellow TTCers. And yeah, as a bunch of you guys know, if you've been following me, I am currently in my 2-week wait, and it's getting late at night, but today I am 8 DPO, so sorry, in just a few hours I will be 9 DPO, and I'm so excited to be able to update you guys soon. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.